Yo! What is poppin'? Goo gamers! We're back with more shiny hunting. Everybody's favorite. The hunt that never ends. It truly never ends. But maybe it ends tonight. Did I just come from the game? No, I wasn't there, but I was watching. And then I wanted to eat before I went live, so that is why I'm slightly late. Let's keep rolling that boulder up the hill. We will keep pushing. We will prevail. And we're back. Oh god, my hat was messed up. I could tell that it got messed up when I put my headphones on, but we're decked out in the thunder gear today. All right, we're back, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Staring the man down himself. The ever elusive Sandile. One day he will come home, and hopefully today is that day. I want to believe. I want today to be the day. We got a thunder dub. Luck, the good luck is in the air. Today's got to be the day. I don't know how long I'm going to go for. This might be the last stream before I leave for Japan, by the way. It's very possible. Because I've got quite a lot that I need to do to get ready for my trip. So yeah, but welcome in Twitch viewers, welcome in YouTube viewers. If you're on YouTube, you know, hit the like. Hit the like. 34,000 encounters. They're not all on Sandile. They're not all on Sandile. How long am I staying in Japan? I'll be there for a while. I'll be there for 2.5 weeks. But you know what? Let's just rip the band-aid off. Let's get our first real encounter of the day and hope that it's Sandile. Shiny? No? Okay. The demon? The Darumaka demon that we do not want. That would be miserable if we ended up getting. We can't be having that. So luckily that is not the shiny. But now we try and find our favorite little upbeat and chill Nintendo jungle chill mix. I'm trying to think of what would be some good upbeat Kirby music would probably be solid here. Nintendo elevator chill music. I have to be more careful than ever to not play copyright music, because since I stream on YouTube now, those would be like channel strikes against my actual channel. Yo, what's good, Bryn? Welcome in. I hope you're ready for some awesome shiny hunting. Let's see. I feel like this is a good playlist. Let's try this one out. This is a vibe. This is definitely a vibe. Catch a Pokemon you like and name it after your favorite friend, and catch the worst Pokemon and name it after your least favorite friend. That does not sound like a good idea. If MySpace taught us anything, it's that ranking your friends is not a good idea. Same thing with Snapchat. Those were all a big mistake. Anytime that you can see your friends ranked, never ends well. That was the best thing MySpace did. Well, even if it was the best thing that they did, you can still learn from it. But yep, we are back to the grind, back to the good old grind. Yep, we are still here. We have been on this for a long time. Who are my top 6? I would never reveal this information. You need to know you got to up your game and become number 3 friend. That's true. You got to step it up. Someone wasn't their best friend's fourth best friend. I see. No, I was everybody's number 1 best friend. Funny story about whenever Snapchat had their like top 3 their best friend rankings, when you got to see your other friends. It was my high school girlfriend. I knew my relationship was in shambles whenever I was replaced. There was another guy that took over the number 1 spot. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. That's toast for me. Yo, Soy Boy Bryn with the 7 months. Back at it to support my goat, I believe. Thank you so much, Bryn. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, tonight's got to be the night. There's so much good juice flowing right now that it's got to be the night. I will say I do have, if there is an NBA Finals Game 7, I will have tickets to that game. So if the Thunder end up winning the NBA Finals in 7 games, I will probably come back and stream for like an hour. A celebratory stream, because in the very next morning I have to wake up at like 4 a.m. and get on a plane to fly to Japan. So I have a quick turnaround. But it would be so worth it. If the Pacers somehow win in 7, it would not be worth it. It would all of a sudden be horrible, and I would be in the worst shape of my life, and I would be crying every second. Shiny Sigalith incoming. Good thing we will never check for those. I won't even give the opportunity to get such a thing. Yeah, just courtside seats for Game 7. Just drop a casual, like $30,000 that I don't have. If everybody right now tier 3 subs in advance for like the next 4 years, I think maybe I could afford it. That's the only way. That's the only solution. So it's on you. Immediate sub goal. Pay for my courtside tickets, please. You could see me on the big screen. I promise I'll live stream the game for all of you. They definitely won't notice me sitting there holding my camera live streaming the entire game. I definitely won't get in trouble for that. Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way they would stop such a thing. Just let them know you stream on Twitch. They might give you a 1% discount. Yeah, here's this like small Twitch streamer from Oklahoma. They'd definitely put me on like the Jumbotron. They'd be like, this guy is going places. This guy is famous. This guy has like 16,000 Twitter followers on an account that he doesn't tweet from anymore. This guy is super famous. What lunch will bring good luck to this? I will make it. Make a sandwich from Scarlet and Violet. Make whatever causes shiny ground types to appear more often. The song that never ends for 10 hours. We haven't reached that point yet. Maybe that's the thing. With the Ghastly Hunt, I had little gimmicks that I would do. We had little songs that we would play. Maybe it's time to bring those back. Yeah, I can be the Thunder's version of Spike Lee. That would be much better than the Thunder's current version of Spike Lee, who is a guy who owns a shoe store and is kind of just an asshole, it seems like, which is unsurprising for someone who's a giant sneakerhead and sells those sneakers to other people and that's how they make their money. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, he's like, at least, you know, like Spike Lee is always dripped out in the most possible Knicks gear you could imagine. But this guy that goes to the Thunder games, he never wears the shirts. He refuses to wear the shirts, which is like the coolest thing that OKC does. And he always wears like bright colors to make sure that he stands out. Hello, Captain Kid. I found your content through a specific Pokemon Nuzlocke related meme and have been watching your YouTube videos ever since. Well, thank you. I want to know what specific meme that was. That's kind of a crazy. You might be the only one that's ever found me that way. That's true. It is the sandwich making simulator. What am I hunting? We are doing a shiny only Nuzlocke, so I'm just hunting for my encounter. That's really it. But ideally we get the Sandile, which is the Pokemon on the thumbnail that you clicked on. So I don't know if you picked up on that. But that is the Pokemon I would like. How long do you think it will take to find shiny Sandile? I mean, who knows? Who knows? When did I start this run? I started this run the exact same day that I uploaded the last shiny only Nuzlocke. So if you just look and see whatever that... I think that was... It was 2023, right? I think it was December 1st, 2023, right? Been a hot minute since I last caught a stream. Hello, Jesus Hair Nuzlocke guy. Thank you, Ziploc. It has been a while. Marlin, I don't know what Marlin's man is. Is that a Marlins fan who's also a bit of a contrarian? Sports talk. Well, sports talk, if you're coming to the stream, you have to expect some sports talk. Especially when the Oklahoma City Thunder are one win away from the NBA Finals championship, from winning a championship. You know that there's going to be some sports talk. Shiny Lily runs are so time consuming. I honestly don't know how people do them. Hats off to you. Yeah, I would not do it if I wasn't streaming. If people, the real crazy people are the ones that do it that don't have that are just doing it for the love of the game. They have more of a love of the game than I do. I will say, after this hunt has broken me, I have officially decided that I will never ever do a shiny only anything in a game that doesn't have increased odds ever again. Like modern odds, I should say. I will never ever go back to the old age. I need to get with the times. I need to get with the modern shiny odds. He's some rich guy who goes to every big game, not even Marlins, and sits behind home plate with a bright orange Marlins jersey. Honestly, that's kind of badass. If you are like exclusively wearing your favorite team's merch though, that's kind of cool. The issue with this guy is that he doesn't even wear the team. Like sometimes he'll wear a jersey, but he usually he's just wearing, like tonight he was just wearing some bright red t-shirt. It's like, dude, like come on. Put on the shirt. You claim to be like the biggest Thunder fan, and really all it is that you just have a lot more money than most Thunder fans. You are in like the top 0.001% of wealth of all the Thunder fans. So shiny hunt in Mariomon. Honestly, a shiny only Mariomon Nuzlocke would probably do numbers. Red, that's not even Thunder. That's what I'm saying. Like one of the games he got into this big argument with people on Twitter about not wearing the t-shirts. For people that don't know, I'm talking about, let's see, hold on. If we're gonna, this is why this takes so long, is because we get off on tangents because they're just chatting streams. So actually we could just find the picture. Let's see. So Oklahoma City Thunder playoff t-shirts. So basically the Thunder have this really good culture of wearing all the t-shirts. Let's see, playoff t-shirts arena. I want to get like a good shot of people actually wearing them. It's kind of hard. I thought they would be easier. It might be easier to like find a picture on Twitter. I didn't think it would be this hard. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good, actually. Let's see. Let me just... Oklahoma City Thunder. Playoff guy that doesn't wear t-shirt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it this way. Oh, here we go. Wait, this might actually have worked. Oh, here's a TikTok. Okay, this TikTok thumbnail.
Cool story developing.
Okay, kind of. We're just gonna have a guy's face, but well, this will work. This will work. Okay. So here, these are like the playoff T-shirts. They make these for every home game. Oh, here's a great picture. So every fan basically wears these. Basically, every fan wears these T-shirts, and it looks really cool. Because like other teams will do it, and then people won't wear the T-shirts, and it doesn't look really cool. But Oklahoma City has this cool thing where everybody wears the T-shirts, and then you get this, and it looks awesome. But this guy, he doesn't wear the T-shirts, so he like, look at this. He just looks like a clown. He ruined this awesome image. This was like a, you know, great moment. And then Buddy's over here in like a literal neon green T-shirt. Like, it's not like he's wearing a black shirt or something like that, you know, something that would blend in, or even, you know, another blue shirt. Like this lady, she doesn't have the shirt on, but at least it's a blue shirt. But Buddy is out here in a neon green T-shirt, like trying to attract as much attention as possible. And this was after he'd gotten into it with Twitter like people on Twitter who were Thunder fans that were saying like, hey, you need to wear the T-shirts. And he was like, oh, I don't want to wear the T-shirt. I spend all this money to go to the games. I shouldn't have to wear a T-shirt. And then he did that after people got mad at him just to try and prove a point or whatever. And people are like, yeah, this guy's a loser. And he'll block people that call him out on it. But yeah, moral of the story, wear the T-shirts. It's very cool. The worst markets about wearing the T-shirts, like the Thunder are playing the Indiana Pacers, which are two small market teams. The small market teams, their fans are usually the best fans, and they will wear the T-shirts. The worst fans about wearing the T-shirts are the big markets. So LA, New York, those people think they're above the T-shirt, which is kind of sad. Because like you see, like for the first Lakers game this season, they gave away a literal jersey. They gave away a yellow Jerry West jersey to honor Jerry West, who died before the start of the season. And the people didn't even wear the jerseys. It's like, that's the coolest possible merchandise. They literally got a free basketball jersey for going to a game, and they wouldn't put them on. I'm like, these people. They think they're so... once you go to Hollywood, you're too cool to wear a free T-shirt. But it was a free jersey. Yeah, like, I didn't even know what I knew he was always there. He was a little bit... He's definitely a controversial figure. He got into it with Luka Doncic in last year's playoffs. Like, he goes to every single Thunder game. Like, that's his shtick. And then it wasn't until this year when he really started getting into it with, like, people online that I realized that he owns a shoe store. So that is how he makes his money. He resells. He's a sneakerhead. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like, I do think that is part of the issue with like sports culture in America specifically, is that everything is just so expensive. Like, you look at soccer games and even like basketball games in Europe and stuff like that, and there's just, it just feels like there's so much more buy-in, and you kind of get that with like the smaller market stuff, like when OKC, you see it, but you know, when a ticket to go to a Lakers game and sit down low is like $5,000. You know, the only people that can afford that are rich celebrities. So you get a lot of people going to the games that just straight up don't care about basketball. It's like it's a status symbol, and not, people are not there to actually enjoy the game. So there are people there that are going to take a picture and post it to social media rather than actually enjoy the experience of going to a basketball game. Apparently Isaiah Hartenstein draped his shirt over his shoulders at some game. That was at that game. That was at the game where he looked like a highlighter. So yeah, because Hartenstein bumped into him and he tried to put it on him, and he was like, it's ridiculous, because he knew that he was like, yeah, this guy, you don't just happen to wear a neon green T-shirt. Like, he did that on purpose, obviously. He was trying to draw attention. And then the next game, the guy was wearing a Isaiah Hartenstein jersey, which was kind of funny, but it's like, dude, if you're just wearing the jersey, I can't be mad. Like, just, you have money to spend, clearly. Just buy a jersey of whatever color your section is going to be and then wear that one. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And it looks cool. Yeah, anytime, like, a lot of it is a very college sports environment. I love when stadiums do the like blackout or the whiteout. Or what I really want the Thunder to do is I want to see an orange out. They've never done an orange out. They didn't wear their orange jerseys a single time in the playoffs. I just wanted to see everybody decked out in orange t-shirts. I think that would have been sick. It does feel weird that I would ask for that, given that I'm a staunch Oklahoma Sooners fan, and so like orange is the devil's color. As long as it's not burnt orange, though, it's okay. Yeah, the Penn State whiteout is very cool. Yeah, if you could actually go to the game, the encounter count, it only keeps growing higher. It only grows higher. It's never going to go back down. Thankfully, that is not just for this one. That is the cumulative across. So I've gotten 5 shinies in that number. So all things considered, we're actually still under odds for the totality of the hunt. It's just that we've been in this one spot forever. What other mons are on the team? I guess I need to get the bot working for you on YouTube side so that you guys can see the. I have a command for Twitch, but I don't have it working on YouTube. So, but this is the team. So, the first one we got was obviously Hot Tub the Pig Knight, our starter, and then we got Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk, the Watchhog that has been the GOAT, that has been the actual MVP of the run. Then we got Corey Starr. We had to get the Boldor. We had to get the Boldor in here. And those were all within like 1,000 encounters. And then we got Your Dan the Mask. That one took a while. And then this was the first one. Kanarazard Z was the first one that went over odds. But we were in doubles grass. So we were racking up encounters like crazy. And now like 20,000 encounters later, we're still here. Yeah, it's been more than a dozen streams. Like, let's just see at this point. I literally had to put it in a different. Okay, so this is. Wait, why is this one split up into 3? I don't remember why that one got split up into 3 parts. I think something weird happened. I don't remember why I did that. What was I doing that day? Was that like a reaction day? I think that might have been the day we were reacting to the Pokemon Presents. So that's 24. And the last shiny we got was the P-Dub encounter was on stream number 10 of this. So we are it's at least 14, I think 15. Because let's see, if I look at my, let's see, how many days have I not moved yet? 1. I think just 1 actually. Okay, so yeah, this is like the 16th stream. July 3rd at exactly 11:49, you will find the funny crocodile. That would be crazy because I won't even be in the country or streaming at that time. So, Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk, Bryn, I'm most excited to try and make Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk merchandise. This will be. I need to make this such a big video. This will be the point where I try and make merch for the first time. It'll be a special upload. I think it sounds so sick. The Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk merchandise. Like, what if I just made an actual card? What if I made an actual card and then made it like, what if I only printed like 250 of them or something? People love scarcity. Imagine seeing Blue Eyes Great Chipmunk. Look, if I let's be honest, if I really wanted to make it scarce, I would only print like 25 of them. It would work, but also like anytime I've tried to sell stuff in the past, I don't think I've ever sold more than like 30 units. So I think if I printed 250 cards, I don't even know if I would sell them all. I'll be so real. I've been watching your content for years, but I didn't check out the Twitch until today. Found you through a certain Onyx-related Nuzlocke meme. I guess if that's what you're referring to, then I'm actually not surprised. If that was the meme you were referring to, I don't know if that's as niche as you made it sound. It's not the past anymore. Look, I promise you, there are not that many people watching the stream right now, and I guarantee of all the people watching the stream, if I were to try and sell like a plushie, not even all of them would buy it. So if I'm being realistic with myself, I probably have like 25 real ones that would buy a piece of exclusive merch like that. And I appreciate all of you that want it. That's why I need to get like, I'd have to do like printing on demand or something. I don't know if I could. I don't want to just end up with a bunch of Blue Eyes Great Chipmunk merch in my room forever that nobody bought. Yeah, I think what exactly did you say? Your first message was, I found your content through a specific Pokemon Nuzlocke related meme. Okay, I guess I thought you said niche for some reason. But yeah, if we're gonna call the Onyx clip is definitely not niche. I think I just misread that. I'm poor, so no, I'd not buy it. See, that's fair, you know, not everybody can afford such a thing, but yeah, look, I just want to wear Blue Eyes Great Chipmunk merch, so I'll make it just because I want it. And I think that's probably the best way to do merchandise. Like, I would never want to make something that I wouldn't want to wear. Like, when I've had merch companies in the past talk to me, I'm like, I don't even know what I'd want, because I want to make something that I would also want. Like, I don't want to just make a graphic tee that just has my logo on it or something like that. Like, sure, some people might wear that, but I would want my stuff to feel more elevated than just like slapping a PNG onto a t-shirt, which I guess is maybe what I would end up doing, but maybe I want to do it in a way to where it's like, not like, at least if it was custom art or something. I don't know. Should maybe do a pre-order thing and then print on demand? I don't know how merch making actually works. Yeah, me neither. I think that'll be a process. Like, I had a company that reached out to me and they were talking to me about stuff. And so maybe I could talk to them again. I did tell them, like, reach out back to me in like August or something. I kind of thought that maybe this video would be done by then. Or at least closer. I've made zero progress since the last time I've talked to them. Exactly 3 shirts. Look, I would like to think that I could sell at least 3 shirts. Make 6 shirts, 1 for each of the final team. I don't think that. I think we have to establish the hero of the story, and that hero is clearly Blue Eyes Great Chipmunk. It's all video making is all about, you know, establishing a narrative that you want to push. So we have to create the protagonist, and the protagonist of this story is definitely the Blue Eyes Great Chipmunk. They have become the hero. Need an emote of it? Nah, that might be going too far. Unless I go to 7TV right now and there happens to be a Watchhog emote for some reason. Oh no, I'm not even signed into 7TV anymore. Oh god. How did I get signed out? Hola, Captain Kid. Por qué te gusta tanto Squirtle? Podrion. No hablo español. I don't know how to say sorry in Spanish. Guys, I don't think there's a Watchhog emote. Wait, there is! There's one, but I don't really like it all that much. What about Patrat? Hi, Captain Kid. Why do you like Squirtle so much? Can you please tell us? I don't even know if I'm like a huge... I do like Squirtle. There's Patrat Wide. Maybe we need Patrat Wide. Okay, I will add Patrat Wide. That is literally the only emote that I see. So, he's also just like not very wide. But I'll add it. We now have Patrat Wide. But yeah, I mostly picked Squirtle because when I made my channel, I was mostly making Super Smash Brothers videos, and I played Pokemon Trainer. I don't think we give it some time. Give the 7TV emotes some time, and then maybe it'll start working. But so like just the original channel profile picture was just like a image of Squirtle on a pink background, and then we got artwork commissioned of like me and the Squirtle, and so I made the little Squirtle the channel icon, but I still had the... Oh wait, you know what? It didn't... Usually it'll say it added. Let's see. Okay, wait, let's see. Maybe if I try and add it again, because usually it'll show when I've added something. Unless for some reason, like usually it'll show on my dashboard that I've added. So that's kind of weird that it did not. Is this mine? I think this is mine. No. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Shows... Oh, if it's working for you, I don't... Maybe it's on my end then. I have no idea. It's not showing up on the overlay, and it's not showing up... Whatever. Yeah, welcome in, Laggy. So if you won't end the stream, then that means that you have to get every Pokemon from every region, isn't that right? What? That is not what that means. I don't know where you came up with that. All right, it's the Mewmore mix tonight, I suppose. Sure, let's just go with it. You're back. Welcome back, Santi. How have I been? Pretty good, honestly. The Thunder one game away from winning a championship. So right now, my entire mental health is tied to how well the basketball team that I'm cheering for is doing. So, you know, that's always a great place to be. I don't know if it's my first time chat here, but I'm hoping if I wish shiny luck on you, you'll get the shiny boy. Thank you so much, Eggs and Ketchup. And that is your first time chat, so welcome in. Glad to have you here. I thought Thunder were going to lose game 3, but they snipe it like the Pacers in game 1. You mean game 4? Because I think I was right there with you. Have I gotten the Switch too? I have, actually. I have not played a ton. I played a little bit of Mario Kart. I basically did like all the Grand Prix, and that's really all I've done. You woke up at 4 a.m.? Oh. That's pretty dang early. Face Thunder. I don't follow basketball, so I root for your team. Well, welcome to the bandwagon. Well, actually, I can't welcome you to the bandwagon. I'm an OG, but there are plenty of people on the Thunder bandwagon, so there's plenty of room. There's plenty of room. We need as many Thunder fans as we can get. I'll bet on Indiana to win to ensure OKC wins a ring. True. True. The second that you put, you know, your hard-earned money on the on the Indiana Pacers to win a game, they will probably lose. So smart. That's a smart strategy, honestly. You can lose money, but at least you will be happy about the outcome. Every time you found a shiny, it's an hour after I fall asleep. So maybe if I go to bed, it'll finally happen. Well, I guess I just have to stream until you go to sleep and then go an hour after that, and then hopefully I'll find the shiny. You're a New York Knicks fan? Hey, I mean, look, you're complaining after this season? I mean, I guess they did just fire their head coach after an Eastern Conference Finals run. What's the guy you're looking for? Ideally, Sandile. But at this point, I will literally take anything. I just want to play the game. I only care if Alex Caruso wins another ring. Like, if we can get another Alex Caruso ring, I'm all for it. We need it. The people need it. It is funny that, like, you have your best... You probably have your best team in, like 30 years. And then they're like, yeah, let's fire the head coach. I do think it's hilarious, though, that they went on the let's try and call every single other NBA franchise about their head coach to see if we can get him. Look, I mean, if you're in the Eastern Conference, you like, that's just a huge buff. I think at this point, any of like the top 3 teams in the East, you're like, what? I mean, the Celtics, Tatum's out next year, so it's a crapshoot on who might make the finals next year. So I would say it's all on the table if you are the Bucks or the Knicks or the Pacers again next year, depending on if they don't win it this year. Play a Fire Red emulator on KBH Pokemon games. It's a website that I most play my Pokemon games. I appreciate the suggestion, but I only play on legal versions of Pokemon Fire Red, so. I think the funniest thing about the Tibbs rotations is that his playoff rotations were more like a regular season game than his regular season. Like his regular season rotations look like a playoff rotation, and then he flipped it in the finals, or not in the conference finals. 48 minutes every game is pretty brutal on your body. That is true. That is very true. I don't know why you don't use the regular season as a time to see. Like, it just seems like Tibbs did it all backwards. That's what I don't get. Hoping for a Spurs comeback. Listen, I think if you're a Spurs fan, you've got nothing to worry about right now. I think the Spurs are going to be pretty good for a pretty long time. All right, thank you, Matthias, or Matthias. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. The only problem with being a Spurs fan is that you got to go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder for the next decade, so have fun with that. Look, I mean, hey, maybe your players are just durable. Tibbs is like, yeah, I could just play these guys 48 minutes. Yo, Sonic Topix. Thank you for the hydrate. I got you. Glad to hear that you were an OKC fan. My brother has been a fan of OKC for years, so I'm rooting for them too. That's what we love to hear. This could be the year. Just one more win. Come on, baby. It's like 1 a.m. Best of luck tonight. Thank you, Sonic Topics. Yeah, it was a late start. Look, this is I've hit the NBA playoffs have been going on for like 2 months. So it's very hard for me to stream when most of my evenings have been spent playing basketball. So whenever I get back from my Japan trip, we can start with the regular streaming again, hopefully. Because I will need to do I got a lot of work to do. I have in the works right now, we're working on the Mystery Dungeon Kaizo video, so I need to finish the script for that before I leave, and then we're also working on the Too Many Types Soul Link video. So where am I going? I'm going to Nagoya for a friend's wedding, and then we're gonna spend some time in like Tokyo and Kobe. I want to go to places that I haven't been to, so I don't really want to do stuff in Kyoto, Osaka, Tokyo. I feel like I've done all those places pretty hard. First time I caught one of your streams in memory, about 4 times over odds. No, this is the odds, the encounters on stream are a cumulative number. So, but we are like we are very over odds. Let me see. I have a document that keeps track of when I got every shiny. The P-Dub encounter was on encounter number 17,180. So we're just a little bit over odds for this hunt. And the thing that sucks is like with the P-Dub hunt, the P-Dub hunt was slightly over odds as well. But the difference was that we had doubles grass. So all of those encounters were going like twice as fast. Yeah, you know, eventually we might end up going about 3 times over odds. It's still in play. And God forbid we go 4 times over odds. This honestly might be a challenge that never ends. It's very possible that the challenge literally never ends because I don't have enough time in the day to stream this and get enough bites at the apple to actually get a full team here. But like at this point, I'm just I kind of think that I'm just gonna have to get 6 mons and figure it out. Like it's gonna be the most figure it out playthrough I've ever done. It's like, well, these are my 6. They're my ride or dies. Yeah, if we get the shiny Maractus, we cry, and then I'll really have to figure it. It might have to just straight up be like Quick Claw, Watch Hog, Hypnosis, and just absolutely pray. That might end up being the strat. We might have to rely on the back of the Quick Claw, or maybe I just grind some like speed EVs or something. I might have to. We might have to get a little cheeky with it. Because we're a little tight on experience as well. Until OKC wins the finals, some lucky kid somewhere is going to be blessed with Indiana Championship merch. That is true. That is true. Brother's still on the grind for the shiny Darumaka. What's up, Stefan? It just never ends. It never ends. Started tuning into your streams when you were around 8K encounters following for Desert Runner Simulator. Welcome in, Pup Games. It's gonna be a long journey. The journey is certainly not over. Yeah, we were in these pits when Luka Doncic got traded. That is true. Too bad that even if we got the shiny Darumaka, we can't use it. That would be pretty peak. Remember getting a Darumaka for my first hardcore Nuzlocke and it being really good for me with sheer force after evolution, at least until it died against Getsis. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we can't get that guy. Despite what it might look like, he is actually duped out. Despite him not having a Pokeball next to his name, Darumaka is actually duped out. But yeah, hopefully there will be a new YouTube video within the week before I leave for Japan. I have a sponsor that was going to go in it, I thought, and then like I didn't hear from them for like a month. But then they finally responded today. So maybe if that gets approved, I can upload that before I leave. So that would be nice. It's not like it's not crazy or anything. We got you on the big screen at work. Say hello. Hi guys. Hello, people on the internet, the people on the other side of the world. Hello. We love Stefan. Should I put on my favorite clip of you? Honestly, Stefan, you have some of the best Nuzlocke clips of all time. Sometimes I just go to your channel and look at your top clips, and I have a great time. Please don't. Okay, I won't. You're safe here. You guys are safe here. Just know that Stefan is the most wholesome person in the entire Nuzlocke community. One of 2 Pokemon alongside Melodic, who is the only survivor in one of my Nuzlocks. That rose a lot in my favorite Pokemon. That's what I love about Nuzlocks. Nuzlocks are a way to connect with Pokemon that you would just never expect. Like I did a cage lock with my girlfriend where I used Young Dry the Throw, and he was the only survivor for the longest time. And he did eventually meet his end, but he was literally the only Pokemon I had left, and he was fighting the good old fight. You're cheating in Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. If you get your starter at Route 101, then you can't catch a Pokemon there. Hey man, you run your rules. If people wanna gift clause the starter, that they can do that, you know? That's not the rule set I play with, but if people want to do that, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, I've been reflecting on this lately because I think I've had a major shift in my favorite Pokemon. So I've even gone on record in saying that Grovyle will never be replaced as my favorite Pokemon of all time. Like that you know, the first time I ever played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, that was just like, it was just a special bond that I built with that Pokemon. I thought it was like a, you know, formative years, and he was so dang cool. Like when you're a kid growing up and you see Grovyle for the first time in PMD2, you're just like, this is peak. And so ever since I first encountered, I always liked the Trico line anyways, so Grovyle is such a cool design for a middle stage evolution. And then when you give it a personality and character in the best spin-off Pokemon game, like that's just like it's sealed. I mean, it's obviously an instant giveaway. Anybody that says Grovyle is their favorite Pokemon, just immediate self-report, like, oh, Mystery Dungeon fan. So I've said that for years and years and years, but recently things have been shifting. Yo, Alfred with the 38 months. Thank you so much, Jacob. How is this still happening? That is a great question. I would love to know how many of those 38 months have been spent in these pits. How are you talking about the cram takeover? We were talking about how Nuzlocke create bonds with Pokemon that you would never expect. So that has segued into this discussion. But yes, so I always said firmly Grovyle was number one, and then not even our boy Squirtle, who is literally the channel mascot. I don't know if this video could get claimed, so I'm gonna skip it. Not even the channel mascot could supplant Grovyle. That is how strong of a hold Grovyle has had on the #1 spot. Did you just have a Nuzlocke moment with Cram, or is this just Unite? Well, it's mostly Unite, but here's the more recent development that has caused it to shoot up. The Cramorant Sitting Cutie is coming out within the year. That's just another reason I can finally get my Cramorant plushie. Cramorant merchandise is very hard to come by. It is not a popular Pokemon by any means. And all of the merch that came out for it was during like Gen 8. And he hasn't gotten anything since then. What is Cram? Cram is short for Cramorant, who is working his way up. I don't think he's there yet, but this is the strongest that a Pokemon has ever made a push for being my favorite Pokemon. So really what's done it is in Pokemon, Cramorant was like a funny, hilarious pick in Pokemon Unite. And I really like Cramorant in Pokemon Unite. Like that is my guy. I put almost 1,000 games of Pokemon Unite into Cramorant. So you can do the math. 10-minute games. You can see it. Congrats on the 3-2 lead. Should be 4-1. That's what I'm saying. This series should be over, but hey, we move. 0.3 seconds. We'll get him. We'll get him. What we got? 2 chances. 2 chances to win 1 game. I feel confident about the Thunder. As if people are playing Unite in the big 2025. Hey, the Switch 2. We can finally play it on the frame rate that it was that was designed to be played for. So the first time I played it on the Switch 2, I was like, man, these menus are still kind of slow. These menus, they're still a little bit slow. And then I loaded in. I thought I could I tried to turn all the cards over and they were still lagging. I was like, my God. But then eventually the power of the Switch 2 kicked in. It worked like normal. But yeah, so I had gone on a really long Unite hiatus, but then I wanted to play some on the Switch 2. It's got to be revolutionary. You guys thought Scarlet Violet looked good. Wait until you see Pokemon Unite. We now have the power of the average smartphone. Can the average smartphone run Pokemon Breath of the Wild? Why does Unite run so poorly on the Switch? Maybe I'm just doubting the smartphone. Maybe the average smartphone can just run Breath of the Wild. I just haven't seen it been done. But yeah, so to keep touching on the Cramorant takeover that's been happening, I just don't think it was made for the Switch. Just like the worst optimization possible. I guess that could be. The average smartphone claps the Switch 2. Well, listen. You can't play Mario on your phone, so phones can run Genshin Impact. We really do just have supercomputers walking with in our pockets at all times. I bet those ROG gaming phones can run Breath of the Wild on some random emulator. Probably. I'm sure there's a way to do it. Mobile gaming has come a long ways. Can your phone FaceTime at 15 FPS? You know what? That's a good point. Show me your phone FaceTiming at 15 FPS, and then we can have the conversation. But really the thing that is picked up, there's all the Unite. So Unite elevated Cramorant top 10 easily, and so he was up there. He already climbed up pretty far. But the most recent development that has really caused Cramorant to shoot up into top 3 territory and has me questioning my top 1 is I've recently been on a adventure to try and collect every single Cramorant card that's in the Pokemon TCG's history. There's not very many of them, so it's the perfect Pokemon to go for because there's not a ton of cards, but there is one really expensive card. So maybe that'll be the last one I ever get because it's how deep into this do I want to get? Also funny that you have to use your old stream layout for this. I know this old stream overlay. It's really hanging on. It's its last gasp. But I want there to be the consistency in the video, so I have to use this stream layout. The last beacon of the old era. It is very funny. Yep. Phone, your phone, the iPhone doesn't have the Piranha Plant camera, so it is therefore the inferior piece of technology. I really didn't think I would be here for this long. I'll be so real. I thought that this project would have ended a long time ago. It might, you know, it very well might have. If we had just gotten Sandile and not Yamask in Relic Tower or whatever that encounter location is called, we'd be out of here. The problem is I have nothing to deal with electric type Pokemon. $35K. Give it, clap it up for 35K. We did it, baby. I didn't put any, you know, there were no theatrics. We are strictly business around here now. We are just, it is just a number on the screen. I treat all numbers the exact same now. Rock blast some squirrels. I need to do the calc. I need to see how much I actually take from a volt switch. I just don't even think that, I don't even think Eviolite Boldor is taking a volt switch from a Molga super well. Maybe I just need to go grind some like HP EVs somewhere. Just juice it up. We love numbers around here. Numbers are just kind of one of our favorite things. This is true. No, it's not even modest. I think it's naive. Yep. Even worse. It's naive. Yeah, this unfortunately Corey Starr is not, he is not a star. Yeah, that is even like the plus speed nature Boldor is not what we wanted. That's true. There has to be, how do you get HP ups in this game? Do they spawn? You know, feathers. Hold on. Hold on. Infinite feathers. The infinite time theorem. The Nuzlocke special. In theory, I could sit on the bridge. Oh, they're after Elisa. Damn it. Damn it. What about dust clouds? Can they spawn in dust? What is dust clouds? Just gems and what are all the dust cloud spawns? I really need to throw this I need to pull up the PK hex to see what all these, I've forgotten what all the IVs and stuff are on these mons. I don't remember if they're any good. It'd be fun to throw on this Mewmore playlist and just say, I'm gonna stream until we hear the old Captain Kid outro music. That would actually be really funny. Just say, all right, whenever the Mewmore playlist decides that it's time to play the old Captain Kid outro, stream's over. It probably does have it might actually just be a straight up men's special defense Boldor. I want to believe though. He's Corey Starr after all. Gem shards, Evo stones, and moles. Okay, yeah, so not a whole lot we can do there. Why can't that giant bridge that we crossed to get here? Why are there no ducklet? What's the lore reason to why there are no ducklet hanging out at that one spot? Why can't we have feathers? Why can't we have nice things? They only like drawbridges. This has been confirmed. Ducklet only exist where drawbridges exist. If my house was in the Pokemon universe, there would be ducklets there. We have this group of ducks that have just for years established, they've said this is our home too. They lay eggs like 4 times a year. They're just always back there. They are loud. It'll be like 2 in the morning and they will just yell nonstop for hours, like the entire morning. It's very annoying. And they're very gross. They just poop all over the place. They demand to be heard. And there's nothing you can do. My dad hates them. My dad hates them so much. And they're protected, so like you can't just move their nest or anything like that. But you can do stuff to like try and discourage them from coming back. So my dad's been at war with them for years and years, and he's done stuff like he bought a little alligator head that you can control in the water, just completely unbothered. They're too smart. They just know. They know it's not real. I didn't realize Shiny Watchog sprite was so cool. I love the alternate safety vest color. Shiny Watchog is a gem. I have a newfound appreciation for Shiny Watchog. Just Watchog in general. This is the hero of our story. So I'm glad that we've gotten to see this Watchog sprite a lot. Like a lot. I'm talking full days of my life have been spent looking at this Watchog back sprite. That is how much I've looked at it at this point. I mean, maybe that might be slight exaggeration, but we're probably pushing... We might be getting to at least a full day of my life. Because, I mean, I don't know why Patrat Wide doesn't work for me. I don't know what's going on with my 7 TV. It didn't get added for some reason. You want ducks? Spanendorf, maybe you can come over and we can rehome the ducks. Wait, the Skitty one's working. Skitty Run works. I think Patrat Wide just might not be loaded in. I've seen the shiny sprite for Croc Rock. Do you have a name planned, or can I suggest something goofy like Peepers because of the eyes? So the way that we do for the most part, the way that we've done the naming themes is I just name them after what is being talked about, or what is the occasion of the day. So, for instance, if we were to find a shiny Sandile, that would be like the despite all this talk about Watchog being the MVP of the run, I think Sandile would be the true MVP. The real, he would be the one to carry us in the late game. So I straight up think I would name it after I think it would be called SGA or MVP or something. It would be a Thunder player. This Sandile, we're making him part of the team. He's carrying us to a championship. This is our Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the Sandile. It was so funny going back and seeing, because we did like athlete names for this Too Many Types Soul Link. And it was just so funny, the ones that ended up making like the final team. App needs to update. No worries. It's fun having one YouTube chatter that's active. Name him after the alligator head you were talking about. The ducks have moved on. We're back to this. Oh, I guess this song just came up natty. Picross DS. I really like this song in that one playlist. I need to save this. because it plays in that the playlist I was listening to that started this off, and I really like that playlist. It's very good. Yo, usually late Kate, welcome in from YouTube. You've killed off the YouTube chat is dead. Real peeps are on both platforms. Yeah, I know there's people on both platforms. oh, I see what you're saying. That would be very funny. You enjoy the viewing experience on YouTube better, so you're watching it on YouTube, but then you have it open on Twitch so that you can chat as well. Is this full odds hunting though? Given the fact that I'm nearly 20,000 encounters into wasting my life away in this pit, I will give you one guess. Thought I was already following on Twitch. My bad. Hey, no worries. No worries. Welcome in. Welcome to the club. I watch YouTube during ads. Since I have no ads on YouTube, based. Like, quick, I gotta flip over. Just gotta tab. You just click the, you know, control tab. Oh yeah, you get the awesome follower emotes. I think Cap Kid All Me was my most used follower emote across other channels. And part of me wonders if that was just me spamming it in other people's chats who were playing Mario Mon. I think that might have been exclusively me spamming it whenever Jan was using it to beat the Mario Mon E4. Hacked in lower odds. Yeah, I hacked in lower odds, so I'm actually like, it's like 1 in 1,000, so I'm actually like 17 times over odds, if you couldn't tell. Is that an Onyx Dead to Ice Beam emote? It is. Honestly, you should probably... I was gonna say that I'm gonna remove it after the EK video comes out, so you should subscribe so you can use that emote for the limited amount of time that it's gonna be around for, because the whole like gist of the EK video is it's like we're moving on. It's the end of the Onyx clip. I'm gonna get rid of that emote. We'll never use the Onyx clip ever again. But I have no idea when I've been teasing the EK video for, at this point, way too long. Onyx dying for real this time. What's the team this far? Here, I'll show it real quick. I need to have an easy way for YouTube viewers to see this. So we got Blue Eyes, Great Chipmunk, Yurdan the Yamask, Hot Tub the Pig Knight, Corey Star the Boldor, and then Knarzard Z the Tranquil. Welcome in the Gamer Boy. This is the best emote. Is that just... Oh, that's just a global emote. That is a pretty good emote. Like, I'm sure that I'll be like, I owe a lot to the Onyx clip. I'll be real. I mean, without the Onyx clip, I probably don't. Maybe I do at some point, but it does make the Onyx clip just made the full pivot into Pokemon content a lot smoother of a transition than it would have been otherwise. So Pokemon Black and White is still old odds, so it's 1 in 8,192. What challenge is this for? This is a Pokemon Black shiny only Nuzlocke, so I'm literally just trying to get my encounter. I just want to get my encounter location here. True, without the Onyx clip, we'd still be doing amiibo tournaments. My bread and butter. Time to bring it back. It is a very nice shiny Watchog. Do you still actually like playing? Do you still actually like Pokemon after having to do this? I think I would only be doing this if I liked Pokemon. I don't see why I would be doing this if I didn't absolutely love Pokemon. Had a super long weekend at NAIC, so I'm gonna head to bed. Good night, chat, and I am praying for Shiny Boy. Thank you so much, Soy Boy. Bryn, I don't know, like I just said your full government there. Thank you so much, Bryn. I appreciate it. I will do my best. We need as much luck as we can get, but hopefully the next time you tune in, we have the shiny Sandile, and we are actually playing the video game. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, I'd just drop the full guppy. But I hope you had fun at NAIC. That seemed like a fun tournament. It was so wholesome. The siblings rivalry in juniors TCG. That's so cute. And before Shiny Maractus, look, if we get the Shiny Maractus, I'm gonna need Maractus to become like one of my top 15 favorite Pokemon of all time. If we get Shiny Maractus, the only way that you're ever gonna see this video is if Maractus has jumped into my like top 15 favorite Pokemon of all time. It's gonna have to do some crazy stuff. Yeah, the siblings were adorable. I had to go back and watch that, and then I still don't understand TCG. I tried to watch a little bit of their set, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna skip to the end to see the cute interaction of them like hugging. Almost had siblings facing off in juniors VGC. What is in the water? What are these kids? What we've got like these prodigies. What is going on? That's a little scary. I'm a little scared. The new generation, they're just gonna be too good at Pokemon. TCG is so hard to watch because it's not like with something like VGC, you know, when Pokemon dies, that's probably good. But like when I watch TCG, I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? I can't even tell what's going on. When did I start shiny hunting? Like a year and a half ago. I'm trying to get a full shiny team. Going for Ho right now. Good luck. Heart Gold Soul Silver is a fun one. Or what did you say? Oh yeah, Heart Gold. Yeah, that's I think Heart Gold is like the most fun game to do the shiny onlys in. Cause the Pokemon follow you. Worlds is gonna be sick. Worlds is gonna be sick for sure. I feel like it's hard to watch. I feel like I would just need to learn the basics. Like right now, I don't even know anything about TCG, so it's very hard. Yeah, I don't want to, like, I don't understand any card games. I don't understand any trading card games, so who won NAIC? Not Marco Silva. I forgot the other guy's name. The other guy. Got into TCG recently when I got to college. Hyped that I'm no longer the only Pokemon fan in my age range. Yo, that's huge. Watching card games when you aren't immersed is brutal because every deck has different win conditions and things they're doing. That's probably... Yeah, Federico. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like, I feel like it's a very hard job for the commentators to convey like such intricate matchups and different win conditions of different decks to like a casual viewer. I just feel like trading card games are not well suited for casual fans that don't know what's going on. Like, I feel like, you know, fighting games, they've got a health bar that goes down, you know, like so many other spectator like games are just way easier to follow, I think. I'm here so you will get a shiny now. I better be right or I'll be so embarrassed. All right, let's see it. Let's see if there's any truth to that. I'm so confident that you will bring the shiny that I will pause the music, slow down the game. We don't even, this is just full raw. Okay, well, thank God it wasn't that one. You would have gotten banned on the spot if that was the shiny. Generally played Magic the Gathering poorly before Pokemon TCG, so I'm always feeling like I'm forgetting a step in the latter direction. Yeah, I don't know the crossover. Next one. Okay, well, let's see. We'll do one more. We got to get the actual Sandile. That's the trick. That's the trick. Oh! Dude. I don't know, man. Yo, OBC family with the 36 months. Lux got to turn around. Let's hope tonight's the night. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate it. I really genuinely hope that tonight is the night. Magic the Gathering is, at least to me, more complicated. I think that's probably just true. I would think that Magic the Gathering is just more complicated. Knowing absolutely nothing about trading card games, I'm going to make a statement that will probably make people that know stuff about trading card games mad. Pokemon TCG feels like the training wheels trading card game that you play to get into the other more complex trading card games. Kind of true. Because like with VGC, there's nothing really even close to VGC out there. VGC is so unique. But TCG, you know, there's other trading card games that have probably somewhat similar mechanics. And like, I remember I watched a YouTube video about the various degrees of how broken draw two cards is. I thought that was pretty interesting, even though I don't remember anything I absorbed. I absorbed nothing from that video. I know that it's really broken in Yu-Gi-Oh! And not super broken in Pokemon. That's what I know. Good night, Maya. Appreciate you tuning in. Just got my second shiny Voltorb while hunting Eevee and shiny. Yo, let's go Voltorb. Voltorb's like a 6 shiny though. I wouldn't be complaining. VGC is vaguely similar to turn-based RPGs if you're a little drunk. Yeah, but you don't play competitive. There's no competitive Final Fantasy turn-based RPG. Cramorant was really good for one of my decks. Sick card draw. Damn. Now I might have to get into TCG. I need to play something where Cramorant is really good. To be fair, Cramorant's been really good in Unite at times. Not with that attitude. Well, to form a competitive community, I need other people to play it with me. Tried learning about Yu-Gi-Oh! I gave up when I realized Pot of Greed wasn't legal. Yeah, Pot of Greed is apparently very broken. Pulled a shiny Starmie card in the TCG app. That sounds sick. Congrats, I guess, I think. I feel like the easiest TCG to play is when Cardfight Vanguard started. I don't even know what that is. There's a good Cramorant in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Oh no, now I have to collect the TCG Pocket Cramorant. What's happening? BDST came out, I was shiny hunting for a shiny Chimchar, and I legit found 2 shiny stars before I got one, and to make things worse, my Chimchar had a modest nature. Hey, Chimchar's a mixed attacker. You can make it work eventually. Kind of. Your name is considered a shiny legally. Well, there you go. We found our shiny. Got 3 shiny Psyducks in Scarlet without any boost of any sort. I spent hours hunting for a single EV in an Outbreak, but I have an infinite luck for Psyduck, unfortunately. That is kind of crazy. I do think that there's like a happy medium, I feel like, with shinies. I don't know how actual shiny hunters feel about the subject, because at the end of the day, it is just a different colored made-up creature. But I do feel like the shiny inflation has gotten a little bit out of hand. Like, when you see clips of people running around in Scarlet Violet and just half of the encounters in the overworld are shinies, it's like, have we gone too far? Have we gone too far? The cool thing about shinies is how rare they were. I feel like when you just have a bunch of different that's just like, to me, that shinies are just on the level of like, you know, other forms. It's like, oh, cool. It's obviously not the same thing. It's the OG NFT. It really is. They really wanted to make shiny hunting easy and casual. They do. But I feel like that loses so much of the luster and the just the special feeling. I mean, honestly, there were always ways to get like easier shinies. Back in Gen 4, you know, with like the radar chaining, bro, I got so many shiny Girafarig doing that. Like I feel like there were always ways, even with the increased odds to do it. Maybe they just made it too easy to do those increased ways. Soloed Cloth before the Evo. Yo, shout out Sunflora, the GOAT. It was awesome for me who doesn't have patience, but finding a full edge shiny in ORAS is a feeling I've never felt in Scarlet Violet. Yeah, I feel like you always remember the full edge shinies. The older full odd shinies were just so special. I wonder if I still even have those shiny Girafarig. It would be on like an old copy of one of my Gen 4 games. How do people get shinies? Do I have a skill issue? I never got one that isn't from Pokemon Go. Kind of. I mean, if you don't... I feel like one simple YouTube guide should solve your problem. Pokemon Quest shinies, those are pretty sick. It's been 2 years since I tried grinding for one shiny for 3 hours and gave up on Emerald. Well, I mean, there's your issue. The shiny inflation has taken place in the new games. If you're playing the old games, that's where it's still hard. Trying to breed shiny Eevees in daycare, that's really funny. That was kind of me in Let's Go. The first time I ever played Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I just spent I was like, I want to play this game with the shiny Bellsprout. So I spent a really long time looking for shiny Bellsprout, finally got it, and then never beat the game. I call him on server with friends and friends of friends. This one annoying dude boasts about all the shinies he gets all the time. It's like, dude, when the odds are baby easy and you're able to breed a ton of Pokemon at once, obviously you're gonna have a lot of shinies. You've achieved nothing. Yeah, I guess that's where it gets weird, is when people try and gloat about an achievement that's not that impressive. Shiny Crobat is very cool. I will never forget finding my first shiny in my first Pokemon game. Nobody ever forgets that. My story, but I always will remember mine because mine was a failure too. Not only was it my first shiny, but it was a taste of failure. So it was just an extra gut punch. 5 times over odds on Shaman. Stopped counting at 20,600. Wish you luck. Well, thank you, Candy Mask Man, or Candy Mask Max. I hope that the shiny Shaman comes home soon. Thankfully, mine is not as bad as it appears. The encounters down there that's a cumulative number for over the course of what will eventually be 6 shinies. So it's really not as bad as it seems. If anything, we're just evening out the odds for how lucky I got at the start. What is the most underrated shiny in your opinion? I'll be real, I'm not a shiny hunter. I don't have an opinion on that. Like, I don't know every single Pokemon shiny, and I definitely don't know how rated or overrated or underrated shinies are. Yep, that shiny Makuhita that will always evade me. Go Shaman came before BDSP Shaman. I didn't even know you could get shiny Shaman in Pokemon Go. The most underrated shiny is Charizard. True. That's just how good it is. It's so good that people still are not properly rating it. It needs to be better. If it's not #1 on everybody's list, it's underrated. Most underrated shiny is Maractus. Maractus does have a good shiny. That is the one thing that we would have going for us. I did use up a lot of my luck early, and it gave me a false sense of hope that I would just keep having that good of luck, honestly. Any black shinies are amazing. That's what I'm saying. Like, black shinies in general are just peak. Ugh. Shiny Ghastly and Platinum. Yeah, mine was a shiny Makuhita in Granite Cave, and then I went to go catch it, and I had no Pokeballs, and I was very sad. Shiny Trico evolution is just weird. I like shiny Trico and its whole evolution line. Maybe that makes me weird. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely hunting for specifically shiny Maractus so that I can show it to the world. Like, it'd be so cool if shiny Maractus just showed up right now. Right game? Right game? Like, you really want to give me the shiny Maractus just so that we can have one clip where something funny happens. Just one time, please, for the fans. Okay, but imagine, though. Imagine. I really need to start clip farming more. We can have... The shorts takeover is so real. Yo, what's good, KM7? Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Have I played Pokerogue? I have. There's a video of it on my channel, actually. Oh, that was pretty fun. I haven't kept up with it at all. I don't think it's something that I'd go back to a lot, but it was fun. I do have a lot of Pokemon Go shinies. Pokemon Go was really the genesis of the shiny inflation era. It is very hard to clip farm in 4 shinies when the rate is 1 in 8,192. So, you know, maybe if I do it like 8,192 times, there's like a 50 there's a chance that I'll get it. We love clip farming. And by the way, I don't know if I've chatted here before, but my name is Michael. But it's spelt Mike Mikhail or Mike. Okay, but it's spelt like Michael. Hope you're well. Well, thank you. That is your first time chat, so welcome in. Pokemon Go shinies don't count. I'd like to think that they're just different sects of shiny hunters. Some shiny hunters just hate Pokemon Go shinies. And others are just like, oh, it's cool. It's a shiny Pokemon or shiny Pokemon. Yeah, the community days just juiced up. Like, shiny Roggenrola, I'm pretty sure I have like 30 of them. Starting shiny hunting Joltik. Wish me luck. Good luck, gamer. Let's see who wins the race. Who will get one first? It's probably not going to be me. Chat, are we cooked at the start of every battle? Eventually you will get the clip. That's true. That's true. Let's try it. Chat, are we cooked? Didn't work. Okay, let's see. I think when you really focus on it, you realize how long it... Chat, are we cooked? I was a little slow. That was bad. Okay. We're getting better, though. We're getting better. Chat, are we cooked? Let's see. I don't think that really works here. I don't think that's a very good clip. Chat, are we cooked? And then it's just... Yeah, no. It doesn't seem authentic. How's shiny hunting thus far? Painful. Every day I wake up, I think about this shiny Sandile and how it eludes me forever, and I cry. I cry a little bit on the inside. I don't think I'd care to shiny hunt and go. I like the format of shiny hunting in the other games more, except breeding. I hate it with a passion. I don't even really think that you like shiny hunt and go. I think it just kind of happens. You just show up, it's community day, the rates are like 1 in 25, you're like, okay, I will go outside for an hour and get like 10 shinies. That's kind of how it works. Chat, are we cooking? And then you just get the shiny right here. Boom. Okay, thank God. true. We're getting it tonight. We're getting it tonight, baby. You don't know how it works? You've never played it? Yeah, there's not like... It's not really like shiny hunting in the regular games at all. Shiny is like getting shinies in Pokemon Go is kind of cool because it's like that's all there is to do. There is not really a whole lot else to do besides get shiny Pokemon and then show off those shiny Pokemon to other people. All my homies love the People's Pit. We do be spending a lot of time in the People's Pit. It's 2 a.m. for me. Yeah, it's like 1 a.m. for me. I don't know how long I'll go for today. Maybe just until... clearly just until we get the shiny. That's what we got to go for. I think for Go, it's also kind of weird that big events like Fest and Tour have worse odds than Community Day. But aren't those like spread out over the course of 3 days or something like that? Maybe it all evens out. Like the amount of encounters you'd get. It's one in the stinky state of Oklahoma for me. Well, I am also in said stinky state. It's my first time in joining a Captain Kid stream. Look, I mean, maybe that's why. It's you just wouldn't be able to be... It would create an unfair viewer experience if you got to see the shiny happen in like 20 minutes of watching. It's Twitch. If I shut the stream down right now, I guarantee you I'd get a shiny Sandile the very next encounter. People should know what state I'm in. Captain Cowboy. You get one guess. I haven't gotten a shiny Pokemon in Black yet and don't have a shiny Charm. Well, I don't either. I just have the power of speed up. Try it, honestly. Okay, I'll do one check after stream. The in-person events are 3 days when you go to like Paris or NYC, but global is 2 days. Gotcha. I don't know how bad the rates are in comparison. The odds definitely increase with activity. If I go on a walk on community days, I get 0 shinies for like 45 minutes. Then after that, every third Pokemon is shiny. So odds definitely increase with activity. I think that's probably confirmation biased. If I had to guess, I think it's just a flat rate, and that's just been your personal experience. What is going on? I am doing a shiny only Nuzlocke of Pokemon Black, and I'm trying very hard to get this shiny Sandile. And by trying very hard, I mean that I'm bashing my head against the wall for hours and hours and hours, hoping that something will change and we will see sparkles that are not that of Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk, the shiny Watchog. Gotta go to sleep. Good luck on the rest of the night. Tonight is the night. Go Thunder. Thunder up, baby. Thanks, Darth Squidward. Take care. How many mods do I have? I have 5. There's 5 team members. So, despite as bad as this Sandile hunt has gone, we are still under odds for the entirety of the hunt, which, you know, it makes sense that it would level out eventually, but that doesn't mean that I can't complain about it. Have you heard the definition of insanity? Nope. Don't care. I'm not insane. It will be different. Tonight it will be different. Same for most Go events is it's hard to walk to do sun loss of vision and still get distance shinies during community day in bed. Yeah, I think it's just luckily there's a lot of ways to, like with incense, you can get quite a few encounters. Yeah, known complainer. It'll work. Trust. Yo, thanks for the hydrate. I should also pee. I'll wait for the next ad break, then I'll pee. not only can I stop whenever I want, I stop a lot. I feel like the reason that this has drug on for as long as it has is because I haven't been a complete psychopath that does that I boot up stream and this is like my 9 to 5 basically. A real shiny hunter would have blown past this hunt by now, but I am not built like that. I like to do other things. I do not like to just stream shiny hunting 24/7. It could happen. That is why, that's the tension that the shiny only Nuzlocke builds. It might just die immediately. Whoa, I'm on Twitch now instead of YouTube. Look at that. First time chatter. So your message gets highlighted, so I see it. Yeah, they have shiny charm, but they also get a shiny Pokemon and then they're like, okay, what's the next shiny Pokemon I'm gonna hunt? They just bounce from shiny hunt to shiny hunt. They don't say, okay, I got the shiny, now let me go do the Elite Four. They say, okay, I got the shiny, now let me go get another one. Also, yeah, is the music's been like pretty loud this whole time. Oops. Probably should have made that a little quieter. It is a fire remix though. Mewmore, always bangers. Gambling is when I say I can stop whenever. Shiny hunting is when I say I'd like to stop doing this. We can't be having doubters in chat though. We need to have all believers. We need belief that we will get the shiny. It's the only way. It's the only way it can be done. Just as long as it's not Darumaka. I will say it would be, speaking of clip farming, if the shiny is shiny Darumaka, that would be the best possible outcome for content. Streaming and audio issues, name a more iconic duo. I don't think it was that bad, and all my stuff is on separate audio tracks anyways, so the music being loud in a stream would not impact anything really. And it wasn't that bad, like it wasn't terribly loud. It wasn't like I was trying to talk over this. See, if I was trying to talk over this the whole time, that would be pretty bad. If like nobody said anything, I was just trying to talk over the music while it's really loud the whole time, that would be a problem. But we're not doing that. See, this is where it was at. This is where it was at. So you can see it's a little on the louder end of everything that I usually do, but it's, you know, not crazy. Peak streaming, yeah, I should stream like that more often, honestly. Wait, turn that back up? Oh, I should. People are vibing out. People are like, man, I'd rather, why am I watching this guy? Why am I listening to this guy? I could go be listening to the Mewmore remixes. See, because like some of these songs are quieter, so I do like having the little dial. It makes it a lot easier to adjust audio on the fly. The ear bleed stream, like maybe we need it. Maybe that's what we need. We need to wake this shiny Sandile up. This shiny Sandile needs to be awoken. It needs to get in here right now. The shiny Scraggy is not a bad shiny. Scraggy doesn't help us immediately, but dark types are broken in black and white. Moxie Scrafty could go a little bit insane. But Miraculous could be a little bit bad. Okay, I gotta pee. Then it takes like probably takes like 10 seconds to take these gloves off, so I'm gonna start taking them off now. So that way when ads hit, I can just go to the bathroom. Oh, all right. I will be back. I'm gonna go pee. Do I usually stream around this time? Honestly, yeah. Streams don't usually start this late. This was definitely an outlier in terms of how late the stream started. But not by like that much. I usually stream around like 9 p.m. Central Time. I would say that's like the most common stream starting time. I did have like a short spurt where I was streaming earlier. I'd actually honestly kind of like that better. I feel like I don't love streaming this super late, but it's just been hard with wanting to do other things in the evening, so. Now the shiny thinks he's gone. Well, too bad, I'm back. Let's see. Did we come back to the shiny? If only. If only. Bathroom break the Sandile would have gone hard. Oh, man. Man. It's like I haven't even been going that, you know, it's been 2 hours roughly. It's like that's not an insane amount of time to be doing the shiny hunting. But I just want it to be over. I got spoiled. I really got spoiled with the first few shiny hunts, and I thought it was gonna be easy, and turns out it has not been easy. Yo, thanks for tuning in, Ryan. Take care. Hopefully tonight will be the night. All right. Everyone like and subscribe to Captain Kid. True! Based YouTube chatter. That's the best thing YouTube chat said all day. Hey, if YouTube chat acts more like that, you guys keep it up, you might get on the overlay. we might put YouTube chat on the overlay if they keep acting like that. Let's see. I kind of want to see. I said I would stream until the old outro played. Curious. I'm just gonna. We'll just see how long this mix goes for. That's all I'll say. We'll see if we encounter that song in the wild. I didn't know. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I may or may have just not seen it. The song is next. Oh, we're in for a surprise. We're in for a surprise. That's for sure. Gear versus YouTube chat. Who stays? Look, but then nobody would know what. Nobody would be able to see my expert maneuvering of the cursor to get to the run button. But if it appears right now, well, then I guess that means that I don't get to play the game after I get the shiny. We won't be listening to. We won't be listening to. We'll be listening to the beautiful in-game music, the beautiful shiny sparkles. Everyone smash that subscribe button and the shiny will appear. That is true. I did used to have that bit where every YouTube member, for every YouTube member, the shiny luck would increase by 1. It is true. I think your Watchhog sprite is broken. No, it's actually perfect. It's actually perfect just the way it is. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should put the number of subs. I will say I don't like having the number of subs like with the sub goal on the stream overlay. But I won't lie when I say it is kind of effective. The old 68 out of 69 YouTube members bit definitely got a lot of people to become members. For reference, I only have 38 Twitch subscribers right now. So like clearly what I'm doing is not working. Clearly, I need to put it back. Clearly, we need to go back to the 68 out of 69. Gotta change it to 419 out of 420. If I was even slightly close to that, I would, but we're not, so. Yeah, I'm sure that spamming the shiny command will definitely increase the shiny odds. Now, Watchhog is carrying the run right now. Keep it at 68, 69, but never update it so everyone thinks they'll be number 6. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did for like a year. And it was very, very successful. I like how Giggle's message was... Wait, did somebody allow that actually? Wait, did Spandorf, did you allow that message? Because at first I thought it said get jailbaited. And that got caught by auto mod. And then when it changed to get jabaited. Gotcha, okay. I thought they just resent the message. I thought it was a typo, and that would have been way funnier. Uh-oh. YouTube chat is revolting. They're spamming shiny Sandile magic. They want to be on the stream overlay so bad. They're being so nice. It really is just gonna be... Let's not get too crazy with it, though. Let's maybe not completely spam the chat with that. They spread lies and deceit. Uh-oh. Okay, so is this supposed to be the legendary encounter? Okay, you know what? If YouTube chat is real, this will determine if YouTube chat gets to make it onto the overlay. YouTube chat is claiming that this is the one. This is the shiny Sandile right here. Look. 1 out of 8,192 times. That would have been an awesome clip. But unfortunately, YouTube chat does not get to stay on the overlay. They lied. It's been proven true. They are full of liars and deceiters. YouTube chat must be gone. They must be dealt with. You said it wasn't? Well, listen, you have to understand that it's based on my interpretation. You guys were spamming shiny Sandile magic. I couldn't comprehend what was going on there. They just don't have the sauce. All right. Okay, so YouTube chat tried to go with their Babe Ruth calling out the home run. Twitch chat, now it's your turn. Twitch chat, if you want to talk a big game, let's see if you guys have the sauce. Call your shot. It has to be, all right, it has to be within before we get to 400. So it has to be a number before 400. What's your number? Let's see. How do we decide? Maybe I'll wait until 2 people say the same. Oh, that one could have been pretty predictable. 385, 362. Okay, so now 2 people have said in the next 6, and 2 people have said in the 60s. I thought that there would be more coordination here between YouTube or between Twitch chatters. It's on them if they're buying a membership just to be a 69 member, but I do feel a little bad if they were expecting to hit a real milestone. Yeah, the milestone is that it's always hitting a milestone. All right, YouTube chat is saying 39,999, which is not even within the range that I had given. Okay, we have a second vouch for 35,369. That's what we're gonna say. Twitch chat, you get to be 35,369. You've called your shot. Every single one of you watching has collectively agreed that that is your number. So we'll go for it. I do like the palindrome numbers too. They're very cool. Oh man. I feel like streaming until my outro plays. That feels like that kind of feels like some of the Ludwig challenges where he had to like scroll through shorts until he found his own short. I looked over on the mix. I said, that might actually be a harder challenge than I thought it would be. You have to commit to the palindrome bit your entire life. That sounds like it. I think that was probably printed on your birth certificate, honestly. I forgot shiny hunting is boring until I started doing it. That just seems like the most common shiny hunter experience. It's like, oh yeah, now I remember why only streamers do this. It has to be, I think if you are not a streamer and also a shiny hunter, it has to be a very passive activity. You cannot be an active shiny hunter who is not shiny hunting on stream, because otherwise you will die of boredom. I think that is the way it goes. All odd numbers, 35,719. That's a pretty cool number. We're not there though. Psychotic behavior. From the actual shiny hunters that I've talked to, they just talk about how it's a very passive. Like, one thing I've noticed in hanging out with some of these shiny hunters is they'll always have their 3DS or their DS on. They always have some game system with them, and they're always playing it looking for shinies. They'll just be in like random locations, which I mean is honestly really cool for them, because then they'll always have like this special connection with that shiny Pokemon. They'll be like, oh, I caught this on a beach in Hawaii. It's like, okay, that is pretty cool. But I'm just not as dedicated to it like that. The ultimate Emerald Nuzlocke. No type dupes unless the Pokemon dies. Level cap is 3 levels under and half team size of the gym leader. That sounds like a ultimate Nuzlocke. The only reason I did Shaman so long was because my cat enjoyed watching me biking up and down. That's a bonding activity. Next 23 encounters, you're gonna have to keep track of that one. I'm not keeping track of that. Where did I get these gloves? Amazon. But I think you could probably just get them at like CVS or Walgreens or something like that. They're just compression gloves. But I kind of need them for shiny hunting because the repetitive motion of jamming my thumb back and forth over and over again on the control stick really hurts my hands after enough time passes. My one shiny will be the Grimmsnarl I got randomly in a den. It's the only full odd shiny I ever got. I mean, yeah, at some point you just play enough Pokemon to where you'll get full odd shinies. First try of an encounter. That's pretty insane. That's pretty crazy. It is funny that C-Dot is such a rare encounter because it's not very good. Have to have the full glove. Yeah, do sleeveless gloves really look that cool? I don't know. Bakugan gloves? What are Bakugan gloves? Oh my god. I guess I wasn't a real Bakugan brawler. I didn't have the brawler gloves. Wait, those are badass. How did nobody... my school was a huge Bakugan school. I can't believe I've never seen the Bakugan gloves before. Yeah, it would look a little silly to be wearing like winter gloves inside, I guess. Maybe I need to get some Bakugan gloves. Maybe the Bakugan gloves would be the secret. I might have to invest. I wonder if I even still... I think I could probably find my old Bakugan somewhere. Counter a full-out shiny Gossifleur and Pokemon Shield, which was my first game I ever played, and it was before going to Hammerlock. Damn, so you got it early. What are we doing? We're sitting here and suffering. We look for a shiny Pokemon until we get the shiny Pokemon. And then we actually play the game. Bakugan is still airing? I doubt it. They're certainly not making new episodes. I actually wonder if I still have the old members text on here. Oh, I think I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it. "12 encounters." See, that's the thing about YouTube chat. YouTube chat does, or not YouTube. Twitch chat also really loves to call their shot. But we have the one collective Twitch chat shot. Let's see. We're getting close. I did give you a very limited range. Limiting you to a range of 100 numbers when the odds are 1 in 8,192 did not give you all a great chance at being able to achieve such a thing, but could still happen. I battle a trainer before I get my encounter and I can't catch a Pokemon in that area. That is Interesting rule set that you've crafted there. My friend is the reason Bakugan got banned because he brought the Bakusphere ball that holds Bakugan, and my teacher legit started screaming, no, no, they aren't getting bigger, no. That's very funny. Bakugan got banned at art. I don't even know if it got banned or if it just... There was a lot of drama around Bakugan at my school. You had kids, deceitful kids scratching off the HP numbers or like whatever the power level numbers were. He was like, no, bro, I swear it says 550. I promise. It's like, nope, can't trust him. And then you just look at that person different the entire rest of their life. Like the type of person that would scratch off their Bakugan's HP value to lie about that ended up being the same person who in high school would go hang out shirtless around the middle school girls' track practice. So makes you wonder if you ever see someone scratching off Bakugan HP, you got to question everything about their life. They might not be very good people. All right, 15 away from the big funny number. Let's see if YouTube chat can do, or not. I keep calling Twitch chat YouTube chat. Beyblade got banned at my school because we would shoot our Beyblades at each other and got bruised by it. Yeah, Beyblades seem very dangerous. That's such a specific example because that's literally what happened. The guy who cheated in Bakugan was like a weird pedo. So I don't know. That's just kind of... That's what... there are like two stories that I have of that guy. I guess the Bakugan and the sitting outside his car are two stories. So I guess I'll say three. There's like three stories I have of that guy. And I'll never... That's the only thing I will ever think of when I think of him. I've probably told that story multiple times on stream. That guy might have been brought up more times than anybody else in my elementary school. Like anybody else that I've ever been to school with, I might have told the story about that guy more than anybody else. Like the only other person I could think I've probably told stories about is Jake, who's been on the channel multiple times. That's like the only person that's even come close is the only person that's actually been on the channel. $10K bits. Where did you even get that from? Where does it say that if I get 10K bits donated, I will reset the run? I haven't been tuning into the stream for this content for ages. Are we still trying to get a shiny Sandile? Yes, we are still trying to get a shiny Sandile. This has been going on for legitimately, I think, like a year. I would have to go back and look at whichever stream we started this hunt on and look at the date. But it's been a hot minute. All right, here we go. Twitch chat. Like Babe Ruth, they stepped up to the plate. They pointed out into the crowd. They said, there it is. 35,369. That is the encounter number where we will get the shiny Pokemon. And let's see. Were they correct? Are they truly better than YouTube chat like they claim they are? Even worse. Even worse. It was a Darumaka. It could have been even worse. Silk Song before shiny Sandile? Probably. Okay, let's see. So if we go to my storage, let's see. So the P-Dove encounter, so we'll say that right after the P-Dove encounter is when this started. So the P-Dove encounter was on Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. So yes, it has been officially over a year of hunting for shiny Sandile. We have been in a shiny drought for a whole ass year. So they say it may never happen again. $35,420. Look, maybe that could be the one. The reason you have going for a shiny Sandile specifically because the next gym is the electric gym leader, and my team is going to get cooked by said electric gym leader if we do not get the shiny Sandile. Also, dark types are incredibly broken in this game. The E4, it'll make our E4 matchup significantly easier. Sandile is like the perfect encounter that we could ask for right now. Sandile solves so many of our problems. Scraggy unironically might be pretty good into like the Zebstrika. So if we could just figure out, let's see. Yeah, I mean, Scraggy's got 70 defenses, so it only has 50 HP, but like with Eviolite, like it's honestly, Eviolite Scraggy could be pretty damn good. Maybe just give it a bunch of HP EVs. Can you imagine this without speed up? If I was doing this without speed up, I'd probably just be running like 4 instances of the game. Think you could do it without Sandile though? Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm sure it's possible to do it without Sandile, but Sandile will make the risk mitigation factor much greater. My odds of losing a Pokemon in that fight without Sandile are much greater than if I had Sandile. So Sandile is like is the safety net that we need, because think about how long it takes to get all of these encounters. It takes freaking forever. So if we could just get one, that is going to make our victory a lot easier, then that would be huge for us. Think about it, running 4 Pokemon games is the OG version of doing Subway Surfers Family Guy ASMR. That, you know what? You're so right. Yo, Gappy V with the raid. Welcome in, Gappy Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid, Gappy. Welcome in to the never-ending challenge. Oops. We are currently doing a hardcore Nuzlocke of Pokemon Black, but I can only use shiny Pokemon. So, yeah, we are currently trying to find our next shiny Pokemon to use and not having good luck with that. I have been trying to hunt this shiny Sandile. We just looked. The last time I caught a shiny in this game was May 22nd of 2024. So it has officially been over a year of on and off hunting for this shiny Sandile, and I have been unable to get one. And we just pedal to the metal. 2 Emolgas in the gym fight. Yeah, therein lies our problem. If we get shiny Maractus, it doesn't really solve our issue whatsoever. When is the deadline? There's no deadline. I guess the deadline is my own life expiring. Hopefully I can finish this before my time on this earth is over. That is all that I can ask for. If I guessed it correctly in 35,420, I deserve something. You can give yourself a pat on the back. You could give yourself a pat on the back for pulling the number out of a hat. Do I even still have the 2-year-old footage? Yeah, I have all the footage. One thing that was nice, and one thing that will continue to be nice about streaming on YouTube, is that YouTube doesn't delete your VODs. So I will always have all of my footage. Or my time as a YouTuber is over. No, I will, even if I quit YouTube, I will still make this video happen. I will finish this. If it's the last thing I ever do on this platform, it will get finished. YouTube runs out of storage or the shiny sandile. Hopefully I can get through before YouTube runs out of storage. 69,420. Like, if it's 69,420, we're cooked. We're cooked. You'd think that I'd just get the damn shiny at some point. You'd think that that would be the case. But it's not so simple. Johnstone was having trouble with Sandile and Black White 2 as well. Yeah, Johnstone's a different breed of shiny hunter. Johnstone is a much more veteran shiny hunter than I am. You have a high chance in appearing in a video. Look, if I get the shiny, I'm literally moving. I'm going to stand right here just so you can't be in the video. Now that you've said that, I'm going to make sure that you won't get in the video. I'm going to block out. I'm going to specifically blur your name. I'm going to let everybody else be in the video. I'm going to blur your name out. So no handouts. No handouts. You're not getting in the video. Yeah, at least make it 42,069. Let's spare me a little bit here. My hype for Legends Zaw? I'm not like too crazy about it. I'll be interested to see what it is. I don't get too hyped for the non-mainline games. I hope it's more fun than Legends Arceus. I really liked Legends Arceus at first, but then I was like, the whole gameplay loop is kind of the catching Pokemon thing. So like Legends Arceus was probably the most fun I've had with a Pokemon game in a long time. And then that was just the whole game. It was like, I kind of miss the battles. I kind of miss the battles being good. It feels extra rough. Yeah, I've not tried to play Arceus on the Switch too. But I have played a little bit of Scarlet Violet on the Switch too, and it does feel good. I think I'm finally gonna finish my playthrough that I started of Violet. I downloaded Wolfie's Incineroar, so I'm gonna be using the Incineroar in my playthrough. And then yeah, I think I'm finally gonna do the DLC. I think I will finally complete the DLC. I'm like, whoa, the game actually kind of runs. That's crazy. Exactly 7 Sandiles from the moment you read this message, and the 7th will be shiny. So that means, oh, well, there's the 421. we were really holding out for the 427. YouTube chat once again calling their shot. They want it bad. Let's see if they've got it. Let's see. All right. Does YouTube chat get their redemption? A former YouTube chatter has turned on you. YouTube chat's biggest op once was they grew. Oh, okay, thank God. Don't have to deal with Shiny Maractus. Woo, we got saved on that one. Okay, I want to check this mix to see if it's like updating. Oh no! Oh no! No! Why is this song so quiet? Can't even hear this. Nintendo Switch Sports. Yeah, so basically the joke was that the outro song was literally not ever going to play in this mix. What if I click on this? Does that like reset? Oh, we're further. Oh God. No, I'm actually cooked. It was never gonna play. It was gonna get us so far off base. This song is so good though. They said 7 Sandiles, not 7 encounters. Well, let's just pretend that they said 7 encounters. I wonder if I can, let's open up a new tab with just Mewmore's music. They uploaded a ton of videos in like 5 months ago and they haven't uploaded anything since. Man, their mixes are so good. Yo, what's good, PP? Welcome in. You believe? I need some believers. I've been having my doubts. I was looking at it earlier. The last time I got a shiny was May 22nd of 2024. So it's been a hot minute. It's been hot. I haven't streamed a ton, to be fair. That is over the course of like 16 streams, probably. So only 16 streams in that year, but still a lot of time, still a lot of hours. But we've been in the trenches. And I was really hopeful that tonight would be the night. And maybe it still could be. But I'm starting to lose steam. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm starting to lose steam. What do I plan on naming it? So the thing about most of the shinies in this playthrough, the naming theme has been whatever we were chatting about at the time that it happened. I usually try and pull from whatever the topic of conversation was. So like Blue Eyes White Chip whoa, Blue Eyes Gray Chipmunk is the outlier, where it was just too perfect of a name. The name fit the shiny so well that I had to break tradition. Also, it was literally the second shiny of the run, so nothing had been established yet. But the very first encounter of the run was Hot Tub the Pig Knight, because we were discussing hot tub streamers. So that became the name of the Pig Knight. Your Dan was a Twitch chatter whose name was Dan, who was claiming to be the smartest Gen Alpha person. They were someone in Gen Alpha claiming that they had already graduated college and that they were very smart, but yet they did not know how to use the proper form of your. So we named the Yamask after that, which was very funny. What are the other ones? I mean, okay, so really it's only... And then Charizard Z. So it's really actually only like half of the team, but I mean, we were talking when we caught Boldor, we were talking about Corey. So, you know, despite it being Corey Star, we all knew who the topic of discussion was going to be if we found a shiny Boldor. Charizard Z was named after the new upcoming Mega. Exactly. We got a sneak peek. Be named name or something. It doesn't have to be like the literal second what I'm talking about. Like if it fits the theme of the night or something. Spider in my hair? You can't get me. You can't fool me. You're not going to get me with that one. I hope we get Mega Charizard Z. That's all I want. Mega Charizard Z would be so funny. Yeah, What if okay, what if we do... I don't know how to get into like another mix. Wait. Do you just click on it like this? Oh shoot, wait, what have I done? Oh, is that... Oh, add to queue. I added it to queue. Oops. I mean, this song is pretty cool. I'm playing this one. Okay, we got new Mewmore mix established. I'm just trying to see if... I think I would actually be stuck here forever. I can't get my old outro to be in the... Did Mewmore delete the video? Were they tired of the Captain Kidd comments? Oh, no, there it is. I will simply add it to the queue. It will get played. Tepig deserves some love. Yeah, I pre-ordered the game through Pokemon Center, so I get the free Sitting Cutie plush, and I have decided that that is how I'm going to determine my starter, because I think that would be a fun way to do it. Maybe I'll just I'll try and do the plush lock again. Just run the plush lock back with whatever my... I don't really know how that's gonna work. All right, take care, Blaze. Appreciate you tuning in. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to do like random encounters on every route. I mean, that's literally just a Nuzlocke. But I guess my thought process is if I tried to Nuzlocke the game, there would be there's like, it's like only overworld encounters, right? So I don't know. I guess I could just close my eyes or something. I have no idea. I don't know what the game's gonna look like. I don't know what the game's gonna be like, so I can't really know until I play it how I would do such a thing. Oh yeah, this song, the National Park song from these games, unbelievable. Really, really good. Is there a shiny Sandile plush? Don't think so. Maybe there will be. Maybe this video can make waves and we can get a shiny Sandile plush. Not sure how you do this, kid. I'm getting burnt out just watching you for a short period of time. Yeah, that's how it goes. None of these streams are ever like 6 hours long or anything like that, because you just can't do it for that long. Like 3 hours max, and then I'm burnt. Yeah, National Park is great. Meganium will get something. Meganium will get something for sure. I'm just gonna shut down the Legend Zaw discussion because I feel like weren't there like I'm pretty sure there was like leaks or something. So I want to move on so that we don't have anybody spoil anything. You don't want to go to bed until you find the shiny, so you can please find it fast so I can sleep. I'm trying my best. I'm really, really giving it the good old college try. Here, I will scroll down later into this mix. I like Burbank City. This is a good one. I think we've already heard it. Dude! I'm really glad that I didn't do the challenge where I said I will pick the Mewmore mix and then go until... Maybe that'll be next stream. I think that would be a fun idea for next stream. If I just start and say, all right, here we go. Let's go down this path. All right, take care, Bleh. The Curse of Maractus. Oh, that actually... Curse of Ra on the Maractus, that would go pretty hard. That would actually be a pretty sick name if we went with the Yu-Gi-Oh themes. I guess that would also break my naming convention. But at this point, as we've realized, is it even much of a naming convention if only like 3 of the 5 have actually followed it? Yeah, it's we're just going for it. We're just whatever I can get, I will take. Yeah, Life Orb interacting with Sheer Force that way just feels like it's a bug. And they're like, it's kind of cool. Let's just leave it. They're like, it's been this way for too long. It would feel weird to change it, so. Yeah, I'm probably not going to try and stay up for too much longer. I appreciate all the optimism, though. I appreciate how optimistic you all are that I will find it. Tonight is the night. We did say this. Still on? Absolutely. It hasn't been that long. This has been I would say a relatively short stream, like 2.5 hours. Not crazy long, but no, me and stream schedules, such a concept has never been devised before ever. I'd like to get to streaming more consistently, but right now it's extremely sporadic. I think in order to be a successful streamer, you pretty much have to be consistent. Hence why I'm not a successful streamer. "99% of gamblers quit right before they hit the jackpot." That, I guess I'm just not a real gambler. But you are very entertaining. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe more people would be able to appreciate the streams. I was thinking about it. I was like, humans like to have consistency. I think the popular streamers are like, people are able to make that streamer a part of whatever their routine is. Like, if you listen to a podcast and they upload every single Wednesday at like 3 p.m. or whatever, it's like, oh, you start looking forward to it, you know? Whenever I mean, I guess that probably goes for YouTube videos or what. Anybody that uploads or makes content on a consistent basis, you're like, this is something that I know I can rely on. It's gonna be there for me. And I think that's the easiest way to build community. And I just don't do that. So yeah, I think if I really wanted to be a better streamer, the consistency thing would be the big thing, because I think I have like pretty good ideas. I think I have fun ideas, but it's just that I do them at such random times to where I don't. And like even just algorithmically, like Twitch punishes you for not basically killing yourself streaming. So I don't think I would ever have to get like that. But I mean, just being at a time where you could at least get people that know they want to tune in to be able to tune in by being like, hey, I'm gonna be live during these times. And then, but I just like doing too many other things. I don't know. I just like doing a lot of other stuff in my life that doesn't revolve around streaming. Because the way that I've always viewed streaming is, I mentioned this, I think, last stream, but there are like two types of people that stream. There are, I don't even know if it's like two types of people, but basically there are people who stream to make YouTube videos, and there are people who stream and make YouTube videos. And that's like, those are two very different types of people, where I fall into the former category. I am someone who streams to make YouTube videos. Like, if I don't have an idea for a YouTube video, I'm not going to click the go live button. I don't stream to just stream. Even despite what it might look like with this challenge, I don't just stream to stream. Like, I want to stream with a purpose. And so if I don't have a video idea, I'm just not going to stream anything. So I think that leads to my sporadic stream schedule. Because I'm not gonna chop up this random shiny hunting stream and turn it into a YouTube video. Pokemon League, Pokemon Unite being called Pokemon League. I think that might have confused some people. The last day of school is tomorrow. I gotta get this shiny for all of those people who are still in school. All right, take care, Cinesoup. I appreciate you hanging in as long as you can. I don't know. I'm starting to lose faith. I don't think tonight's gonna be the night. We shall see, though. We shall see. I wanted to believe. I came in, the dopamine was there. I was feeling good. The Thunder won. I was like, let's see, let's capitalize on it, baby. No catalysts. I don't know what the catalyst would be. I can't go to school because of war. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. That is really horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Tonight will be the night. I'm sure I could maximize my odds to make tonight the night. But I do have to do stuff tomorrow. And I also am leaving for an international trip in less than a week. So ideally, I don't completely ruin my sleep schedule. I'm already kind of putting it at risk by going as late as I am. A Sandile plushie and just pray. Maybe that's the next step. Maybe I get a shiny, I get a Sandile plushie. Maybe that's what I'll maybe while I'm in Japan, I'll look for a Sandile plushie. I need a sign. I need something. It is just after 2 a.m. for me. Get a siren at 9:34. I'm so sorry. Stay safe. That's scary. Yeah, Japan should be a fun time. Should be a fun time. So I'll hit up a Pokemon Center or 2 or 3 or 4. Who knows? The crowd that I'll be with, they're not big Pokemon fans, so that should limit the amount of time I spend in Pokemon Centers, which is nice. What Pokemon Centers have I not been to in Japan? I think I did this one time. Let's see. Pokemon Centers Japan. I've been to a lot of them. I've been to the one in Sapporo. Have not been to Tohoku. Have not been to the Chitose Airport one. I've never been to any of the airport ones. I don't know how to get to the airport ones. I've tried, and I'm like never in the terminal that allows me to go to them. I've been to the one in Tokyo DX and Pokemon Center. I think I've been to all. Actually, I have not been to all the ones in Tokyo. I haven't been to the one in Yokohama. I haven't been to the Tokyo Bay one. Maybe that'll be a place that I try and hit. They've got like a little Ampharos statue. That's cute. Yeah, I've had my real ID for a little bit. I had a weird, like, when I first got my real ID, for whatever reason, I only had it for like, it only lasted, it was only good for a year. So when I renewed it, they offered me the 10-year option. I was like, I think I'll take that one. The Pokemon Store Tokyo Station Shop, have not been to that one. Yeah, the Narita Airport have not been to. Kisarazu Shop in some outlet, have not been to that one. I don't know how many of these are like dedicated Pokemon Centers. I guess the ones that say store, I'll ignore. So in terms of just the Pokemon Centers, I've been to the one in Sapporo, not Tohoku. I've been to the Tokyo DX and Pokemon Cafe, the Mega Tokyo one I've been to, the Shibuya one I've been to, the Skytree one I've been to. I have not been to Tokyo Bay. I have not been to Yokohama. I've been to the Nagoya one. I have not been to the Kanazawa one. I've been to the Kyoto one. I've been to the Osaka DX one. I've been to the Osaka one. I've been to the Hiroshima one. I have not been to the Fukuoka one. I've not been to the Okinawa one. And I've definitely not been to Taipei or Singapore. So I've been to like half of them, I guess. I've been to a good amount. I would love to go to all of them. How dare you disrespect Black and White by listening to Scarlet Violet? Look, all I'm saying, the Switch 2 does amazing things. Pokemon Go or no? I've dabbled in Pokemon Go. I say I've actually played a lot of Pokemon Go. I used to be a Pokemon Go fiend. I've not been on the Pokemon Go grind as of late though. They're paywalling hyper training on Go. You can hyper train in Go? What does that even mean? There should be one on... Yeah, there should be some Pokemon Center that's really dangerous and hard to get to. So you can max out your Pokemon's like IVs now? Or did they add EVs to Pokemon Go. Surely they didn't add EVs. That makes sense if it's just the IVs. So you just have to pay for bottle caps. Can you still use the free coins on them, or they like, did they make a new currency just for bottle caps? It's a bottle cap battle pass for $20 so you can't use. Oh my god, that's crazy. The new currency is USD. Who would have guessed? That's a crazy currency that they decided to use. The Singapore Pokemon Center is really sad. Why? Is it like small? It's on Airport Boulevard, so I'm gonna guess that it's just like in the airport or something. Oh, we just see, I'm telling you, any of the special numbers we just breeze past now. That would have been a good stopping point, honestly. That would have been a good, cool number to end on. Now we're just gonna end on something random. It's really small. I guess that makes sense. That's a bummer. I mean, at least it's something. I would love like a place where I could just go to get official Pokemon merch. Play to battle pass level 100 to get the bottle cap, like the lucky friend item. There's a lucky friend item. I've clearly been out of the game for too long. But yeah, like when Pokemon Go first released, you know, I was watching trainer tips every day. I would say for the first several years of Pokemon Go's lifespan, I was very invested. The grind to 40 was very fun. And I feel like I just lost a lot of drive after the cap from 40 to 50 got, or I guess after they upped the cap from 40 to 50. Dang, I did not know that Fall Guys went so hard into the paywall. I was weirdly listening to some Fall Guys music recently, and man, I was getting very nostalgic. I was like, oh, I miss Fall Guys. That was fun. Yeah, 35,600 might be the play here. When they went free to play, they completely revoked the shops as well. Oh, it's free to play. Okay, I guess that makes a little more sense, but that is kind of a bummer. I think that's just the wave. People realize that if you get people to play your game for free and then you just charge them for cosmetics and stuff like that, like that is the future. When gaming is all about maximizing the amount of money that the company can make, that is how it's going to go. My own Switch 2 comes today. Do you think I should transfer all my shinies to home just in case the transfer fails? Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I would do that. I would keep them safe and home in the method you know for sure works. Can't use them to buy shit, so there's no real reward for winning matches. That is a bummer. That is sad. Hexagon was such a peak final minigame. What a goated minigame. Goated finale. Also, back up your Animal Crossing town if you have one. I actually recently deleted mine. The one that I use for content, it will only live on through the content. Raymond, get his ass out of here. He's gone. Moose, see ya, buddy. I wanted to restart, and then I played for like a day. I just don't really like New Horizons that much, so I was like, okay, what if I play New Horizons, but again? Now that everything's been added, now that all the updates are finished and everything, I was like, maybe if I give this game a shot with how it was intended to be played when they didn't do the stupid DLC stuff, Maybe I'll like it better, but I just haven't played it very much since then. I have played the ice version of Hexagon. That is a good one too. I still prefer the OG, but that is a fun finale as well. Yeah, those villagers are gone. I really didn't even feel that sad about doing it either. I think Animal Crossing is a hard game too, because with how I think when I turned this Animal Crossing island into a content game, I think turning Animal Crossing into a content game made me really not like New Horizons. Like, Animal Crossing has always been such a personal solo / with friends experience for me. So adding in the element of trying to make content out of it and be entertaining, I think hurt a game that I probably would not have liked as much anyways, just because I love I think everything that New Horizons tried to do to change up the Animal Crossing formula, it just turned it into an Animal Crossing game that I didn't really want to play, which is fine. Like, I can go play the old Animal Crossing games if I want to get my Animal Crossing experience that I enjoy and want. But the bad thing is that there are a lot of people for whom that is what they associate with the Animal Crossing experience. So the fact that that game is the best-selling Animal Crossing game of all time will mean that is probably the future for Animal Crossing games, which kind of sucks. I don't know when the next... I hope that we get an Animal Crossing game on the Switch too, because I have an idea for a video that I really want to do that involves Animal Crossing, but I just feel like I need to do it at a time when people are craving Animal Crossing content. And like, there are a lot of good Animal Crossing content creators that are doing stuff right now, but I feel like my idea will only work if there are people who are like actively seeking out just random Animal Crossings. Like, a lot of the people who are making Animal Crossing content right now are doing stuff about like the GameCube version, or just like, you know, digging into the code on some of these. I mean, not even that, but just like, there are people that are making really good Animal Crossing content, and I don't think my idea fits into that same vein. It needs to play on more of like a hype in the moment type thing. All right, let's see. Last encounter of the day. This is it. All right, wasn't meant to be. Oh, man. All right, well, we got to get another Sandile. We can't end on such a sour note. We just can't do that. Can't have that. All right, well, we can end on that one. We can end on that one. Well, I think that's going to do it for me. It is like 2:17 in the morning. It's a little late. Who do we want to raid? Ned is on the Miracle Run, apparently, on their New Game Plus run. Seems like they're getting pretty deep. Izzy is streaming Persona 5 and is also doing their Partner Plus push. So I will raid Izzy. Seems fun. All right, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. If you're on the Twitch side and you want to join the Discord, feel free to join right there. I guess, oh wait, I was gonna say, I guess you could type it in, but you can't see it on the overlay. So if you're on YouTube and you want to be notified when I go live, I guess you'll have to just come over to Twitch and find the link. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. See ya.